Welcome to Amherst, Massachusetts, and McGurk Alumni Stadium, home to the Minutemen of UMass, just a stone's throw away from where the heart of the American Revolution was fought, and we are anxious to see a fight on the gridiron in this one. Today, an inter-conference battle between a couple of MAC rivals. As we'll see, the Western Michigan Broncos taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UMass Minutemen. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Broncos will kick it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So UMass offense will have the football first. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not good. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early. early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
Let's it fly. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. All right, guys, let's take a minute and think about UMass. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home, and now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Broncos offense will have its first possession of the game. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on him, put a safety on him. Nowadays, these guys can win, and it just really makes offense so much easier to run, and it goes pretty smooth.
Yeah, you're right. This guy is a matchup nightmare. It seems like every week defensive coordinators go in and they don't respect his athleticism, and it ends up burning them. They're going to find out the hard way today. If they try to play him and match him up with linebackers and safeties, this dude makes defenses look silly.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Dropping back, it's Lowry. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Back to pass on second down. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
And first down for the offense.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. And the Broncos are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense. Like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you gotta still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Broncos send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The UMass offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
To the air, it's Jordan. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Price. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. UMass now faces a 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They got it at the 25. UMass just kept it on the ground to move the sticks, and they might rely on that offensive line again. Makes the catch. It's good. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Minutemen! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
Yeah, I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Minutemen! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Florida is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in the Swamp. They're up by 7 over Texas. We'll keep an eye on things until the final quarter in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the ground with the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Here's the heat. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Gonna run it. It's Price.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
To the ground with the back. Turning it on. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to run, it's Price. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and it's UMass out front. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, first down here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Takes a handoff. It's Price. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Looking to pass. It's Jordan. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Good, right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Broncos look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. DB's right up on the receivers. Trying play action. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score. He'll let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender. 3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? On the option. He'll pitch it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4.
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas, get it together.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab on the left. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They're trying to slam it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive.
Touchdown, Western Michigan. A great catch and run for 6.
Western Michigan.
Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
17, Western Michigan, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UMass offense returns to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another...
Just keeps moving. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you've set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. They'll run the sneak for it. Sneak gets it done. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And, man, that stings. If you're a defense, you get all the way to a 4th down situation and held them so many times, and, man, they punch it in late, especially with the physicality. I hate when I get beat with physicality. They pounded them, ran the football with all the big guys in the game, and got the touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Clemson. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Dropping back, it's Lowry. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Rush is on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got...
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Broncos decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. UMass quickly back to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Price. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. Open space at the 25. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Well, the offensive line and the quarterback has to do their job on screens. They got to sell. Pass down the field, pass down the field. Offensive line releases. Quarterback now snaps his eyes to the running back. The running back does the rest with the big boys out in front.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UMass. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And that one's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking downfield, it's Lowry. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. And the returner will be brought down. The UMass offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Throws to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route, and by the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Catch in the middle. It's Gray. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
First down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Adkins. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. And that is no good. And guys, this will stay a 24-point game. If the offense has had enough, they'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Alumni Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Second half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game, and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it on the outside. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Broncos.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Western Michigan. 15.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Makes a move. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas A&M is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Johnny Manziel, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to Mississippi State. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Off the play fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bring in the heat. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harding. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? And they'll send out the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Lowry. He'll take the deep shot. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
And the Broncos line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll run it from the gun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll leave it with him. This time, they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Jordan. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going.
Man, you see this at all levels of football. It's the hardest play to stop. I think everybody's yelling in the stands, QB sneak, QB sneak. It doesn't matter. You know it's coming, but it's so difficult with all those guys, all those bodies to try to stop that quarterback.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's good. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Punt is on its way. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Looking downfield, it's Lowry. Oh, they're after him. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. The Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Leaves it with the running back. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Broncos in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, the running back has it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Got it in the middle, it's Berry. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4. Sixth play of the drive coming up. On the move.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And the Broncos line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short.
Here we go.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 13.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
Let's go.
Leaves it with the back. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Here comes the heat. Complete to the right. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Makes a grab past the marker. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Broncos didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
Well, that's new. You want to give the ball to the tight end in this situation and let him run the football. I mean, goal line area, maybe. No, you know what? It stunk. It was a bad play call. Don't do it again.
This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. He'll sneak in and try to surge forward. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, you want to drive a coach nuts, get in a situation where it's easy, and I just got to get a QB sneak and fall forward, and I don't take care of the football. Priority number one, mission number one, got to get that snap, got to fall forward. Big-time mistake.
Finds a hole, and he'll pick up 6 out to the 8-yard line. UMass comes to the line facing second and short. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
UMass will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Now the play fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Pressure coming. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The UMass offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better...
Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. Got enough space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet stick. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Nevada is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 4 over Fresno State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's in open space downfield. That's some old-school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing and you need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Gain of 4. 1st down for the offense.
And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Lowry. He's got it. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect them.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Just feeds the running back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Amherst, Massachusetts, and McGirt Alumni Stadium, home to the Minutemen of UMass, just a stone's throw away from where the heart of the American Revolution was fought, and we are anxious to see a fight on the gridiron in this one. Today, two teams set to square off in a max slugfest. As we'll see, the Buffalo Bulls taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UMass Minutemen. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Bulls will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So UMass's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Let's talk for just a second about UMass. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. UMass will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. So the Buffalo Bulls offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's take a minute to talk about the big picture for Buffalo. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The offense just set themselves up in a bad situation on this one. 2nd and 3rd and long, there's not a lot of guesswork. Defense knows they're throwing the football, and you could tell on that pass rush, man, they were coming.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The UMass offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to...
Taking it the other one. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo!
It's so so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Back to throw, it's Jordan. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Turning it on! Done enough for the first down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Right back to the well.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Minutemen can be very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line.
Not sexy. It's not pretty. It's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? You keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not the time to get super aggressive. Way to go high percentage, run the quarterback sneak, get the first down. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quick...
Got some room in to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UMass!
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Henderson. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Bulls come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Roberson. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with the clock going off bump in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long, but players like that are getting after him.
Punt is in the air. Takes it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The UMass offense returns to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Caught over the middle. It's Harding. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the back. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got it in the middle. It's Gray. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. There he goes. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the 1st quarter. UMass just kept it on the ground to move the sticks, and they might rely on that offensive line again. Quick handoff. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Minutemen! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Bordeaux? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw. It's Roberson. Here's the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
In most instances, I would say really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. With the catch, it's McMillan. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
On the screen.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He wants to throw it again. Trying to set up the screen. He breaks a tackle. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. The running back has it. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Bulls back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this 3rd down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous first down.
Rushes on him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, he's been showing off his skill and athleticism all game long so far. He's got speed, he's got quickness, he can make people miss, he can break tackles, and with that run, he's now at 100 yards rushing in the game. This dude is a weapon.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Jordan. Grabbed over the middle, it's Harding. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Handoff from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Guys, take a second and think about Buffalo defensive players. Remember Khalil Mack? Well, last year, Sean Doak and Red Murdoch led the NCAA in tackles. David, why does it seem like some schools just have that as part of their identity?
It's just fun. They just find those undersized guys that hunt, that play football, that play with aggressiveness. And to have the #1 tacklers in college football on your defense, A, that means you played a lot of snaps. B, that means you got a couple of dudes.
The Minutemen with a ton of work to do here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Complete to the left. Oh, what a cut! He'll work his way down to the 28.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
UMass just kept it on the ground to move the sticks, and they might rely on that offensive line again. Power football with the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Minutemen! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. They'll give it to the back. Gets it past the marker. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. The highlight of Pete Lembo's first year at Buffalo was knocking off number 23 Northern Illinois, the first-ranked win for the Bulls since 2008.
And you're always looking for bright spots. That win against Northern Illinois was huge, so they've got their sights set on bigger things this year, David, namely winning a MAC championship.
And you saw last year that they had the 5-game winning streak. Build on that. Build on the 9 wins from a year ago, the big ranked win. This is a program that's going in an upward trajectory.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Caught in the backfield, it's Henderson. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
Pulls it in, it's Henderson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Roberson. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And that is no good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll try to pop the draw. Hard running there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll go up top on second and short. Flips it out on the screen. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, UMass.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Gibson. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. UMass quickly back to the line.
It's another first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Anderson. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, UMass.
And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Alumni Stadium.
Second half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese,
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep them clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
And the Bulls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Roberson. A little screen to the running back. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's King. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Bulls will send out the punt unit. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The UMass offense returns to the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Makes the grab. It's Hood. Crosses the 45. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. UMass will line up to punt it away. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a call.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields to punt. Wants to make a play. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The give out of the gun. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. To the ground. He's got it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
UMass to the line facing 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Jordan. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Makes the catch at the 35. And the punt team. Down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Got the first down and still on his feet. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The give on the inside.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The give to the single back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Jordan. With the catch, it's Gray. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's first down at the 27. Offense in a bunch formation. They're going back to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Sets up the screen. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. The Minutemen come to the line on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on second down. They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they've converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but a third and long is a different animal. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Holds it in down the sideline. Oh, he got loose. He's into the open down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulls.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UMass offense returns to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
To the air, it's Jordan. That's caught. It's Anderson. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Still looking on the move. That's caught. It's Hardy. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Minutemen can explore that playbook on 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop them.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UMass lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick down here on the goal-to-go situation. They break on the football, and they make sure they swat it.
Touchdown, UMass! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Ole Miss. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he's almost to that first down marker. They're saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Bulls lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Grabs behind the line. It's Henderson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
At this point in the game, in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Bringing the heat. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk for clock. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll try the left side. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to solve.
Turning it on! Touchdown, UMass! And the stomping has commenced. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. Couldn't find a man, just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24. And this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The sportsmanlike thing to do might be victory formation. The stat hog would kick a field goal here. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.